Hello, everyone. My name is Reclesis, and this is a commentary run of Resident Evil 1 Jill any percent knife only. For this run, we will be skipping the typical bazooka pickup and using just the knife throughout the entire run. So, this is also no major glitches, by the way. So let's get this going. Time for this game starts in the opening cutscene, and it uses the in-game timer to keep track of time.
What is this?
You play as Jill Valentine.
What a
You are part of the STARS Alpha team, who've been sent out to look for your teammates, the Bravo
Captain
team,
Wesker,
who
where's
went missing
Chris?
while investigating murders
Stop it!
in the
Don't
nearby
open
mountains.
that door!
They disappeared.
Chris
You went to the
is-
last known location. You had a team
What
member
is
die
it?
to zombie
Maybe
dogs,
it's
and you
Chris.
ran away from them into this
Now,
mansion.
Jill,
But one of
can
your
you
other
go?
teammates is
I'm
missing.
going with you.
So you
Chris is our old partner, you know.
need to go and find Chris.
Okay, let me handle this.
And the first thing we're gonna do is investigate that gunshot we just heard.
Stay alert.
A dining room. What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood.
Hey, right after this cutscene,
Jill,
we're gonna pick up that
see if
emblem
you
that's
can find
right
any
next
other
to Barry.
clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
We're gonna go over here, find our teammate Kenneth. Find out he's not doing so hot, so we're
Barry?
gonna go tell Barry about it.
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this. What is it?
I love how Barry laughs
Kenneth
slightly
was
right there.
killed
It's like,
too.
you just can't believe what
Maybe
just
by
happened.
this creature.
Or how bad his aim
Anyway,
is for having to shoot
let's
3
report
times
this
with a
to
magnum.
Wesker.
So after that, we're gonna go run right back to the main hall to go talk to Wesker about what just happened.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill.
Alright, now we gotta look
And
for him.
Don't leave this hall.
I'm
for
gonna
the
look
time
super
being.
hard. Alright, I couldn't find him. He's completely disappeared.
Find anything, Jill?
Yeah, if you just go
Nothing.
to that camera
What is
change
this all
and
about?
immediately back up,
Can't figure
you
it out at all.
the game considers you have looked
Beats me
thoroughly for
too.
Wesker and starts
Now
this
it's
cutscene.
Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Like,
Well,
you can actually run around
can't
this
be helped.
entire area. You
Let's
can
search
go
for
up
him
the
separately.
stairs, look around
I'll
there.
check the dining room again.
If you come back down the
Okay,
stairs or back
I'll try
from,
the door on the
or
opposite
you come
side.
back into this area from
This mansion
behind the
is
stairs, it
gigantic.
triggers this cutscene.
We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time I'll be there.
Okay, so right after this cutscene, we're gonna turn and go to this blue door over there to Jill's left. The first thing we're gonna do now is go and fill up our inventory. We do that in order to skip half of a cutscene that's coming up later. We have a dodge coming up. We gotta run right to the zombie's right. Squeeze right by him. We're gonna grab some clips out of here. And this herbicide. We're also gonna throw the knife on. We're gonna grab this herb and our inventory is full. Then we're gonna come up here. We're gonna do what's called a pause cancel. Actually, we're gonna miss. Miss twice. Cool. Alright, now. That was a little awkward. But yeah, if you pause and unpause when you're attacking, you actually reset your animation. I'm gonna dodge this zombie real quick.
Barry!
Jill.
So now the reason we
What's
filled up our
going on?
inventory is
Any clues?
at the
No,
certain point in
but
this cutscene,
something's
Jill will
wrong
try to
with
walk
this
away,
house.
and Barry will stop her and be like, "Oh, I
Whoa.
found this weapon.
This hall is
Since
dangerous.
I got this
Maybe it's
awesome
better to
Magnum,
secure
you should
our
have it."
escape route
And he'll
first.
give you acid rounds.
There must be a
If we have a
back
full
door
inventory,
somewhere.
we skip that entire
Let's
part
try
of
to
this
find
cutscene.
it first, shall we?
Like right here, Jill would try to be like, "All right, let's separate again." But if you have a full inventory, he just leaves. So that skips quite a bit of time right there. So now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna deal with Statue Zombie. He can be a bit of a jerk. So we're gonna push this 4 times. We're gonna slash him twice and hope he goes down. And then we're gonna see if we can push this right past him. We can. Now sometimes he can fall directly in the path of the statue and you won't be able to push it. He is a big pain in the butt on any category that's not using a weapon. Like, well, not using like a shotgun or a bazooka or anything like that. Because in other categories you can just blow him up, but for knife only you have to do that. So we're gonna go to here, line those clips, and we're gonna use the herbicide. I had a small menu mistake there, but that didn't cost too much time. Kill those vines, pick up this key, and be on our way. So now we're gonna run down here, and we're gonna run around this piano to push this. Push it 1 in a little bit to grab the notes. Now it's important to note that when you use these music notes, Jill will always walk to the same spot. You want to be as close to that spot as possible to mitigate how much she moves. Because she will like do a full turn, take a few steps, and then full turn back if you're like really far off. So getting to the exact spot saves time. So we're gonna get the gold emblem, and we have to replace it with the old emblem in order to leave. We'll put the gold emblem here. That's going to make this clock strike 3 times and move. That's going to reveal the shield key, but we're not going to pick that up yet. So we're going to go down this way, pick up this gem that was in the hand of the statue we just pushed off. And then we're going to go visit our good friend Richard, who's part of the Bravo team, but he's unfortunately not doing so good. And there's our buddy Richard.
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons.
Ouch!
Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake, and also poisonous.
Also, a few people have pointed out there's no way that Yon had to bite him
Richard,
multiple times in
hold
order to
on.
get that bite pattern.
There
As
is
you'll see
serum.
when you actually meet Yon,
Oh,
he doesn't
no.
have that many
I
teeth.
should have brought some with me.
He's got big teeth. Don't
No
get me wrong, but
problem.
not that many teeth.
I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
But he forgot his serum in another room, so now we have to go and get it. So now we're going to pick up the shield key. We have another zombie dodge coming up. That zombie that was right next to this little hallway here, we have to get around now. We do that by stopping right next to him. As he puts his arm up, we run right along his side, and he doesn't grab us. And when we leave, we're gonna run right around the back of him. Then after that, we're gonna go into the save room under the stairs and pick up his serum. But first, we have to drop off a bunch of items. I actually forgot to put away the herb, but that's okay. We can carry that with us for now. Now we're gonna go back to Richard and give him a serum.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold
Hi,
on.
Holly.
I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You
So he's gonna
should
take his hand off
keep
of his
it.
chest to give you a radio, and
I'm-
that's gonna cause him to bleed out.
No! Richard!
Jill, be careful.
Alright, now we're gonna say goodbye to Richard. We get to go say hello to Jan. This can be a difficult dodge. There's a safe way and an optimal way. I'm gonna go for the optimal way. Like after this, you can waste an extra second to like bait him into an early bite, or you can move in a specific way where he won't get you like that. It's a very specific line you take for the optimal strategy. Push that 2 and a little. Push that up 4 and a little, and then a little that way. Right here, to dodge this guy, you're literally just running a straight line. You move slightly right after your first step, and you go right by him. Now here we have a puzzle. It's the same every time. You want to interact with the paintings from beginning of life to the end of life. Right after this, we have another pause cancel coming up. And after we use these emblems here at these crests, we're gonna try to do a trick known as quick crank. Gonna try to clip Jill through a very small opening to push these stairs early. And then we're gonna go all the way to the left and go up these stairs. That allows us to pick up the crank earlier. We're going to use the crank to drain the water and make our way over to the guardhouse. These dogs here can be in random spots. They're typically out of the way though, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. Now in this next room, I'm gonna walk for a step and then run. It's gonna trigger these dogs at a very specific moment that'll allow me to get by them without having to worry about getting hit. Now in here, I feel like giving someone a hug, and it's gonna be this guy. So we give him a hug to push him out of the way to grab this book. We call that room the twins room because the two zombies look exactly the same. That other zombie can aggro early, and if it does, you're in for a bad day. Because it'll catch up to you when you go to get the book, and you're gonna get a bunch of extra bites. I'm gonna go over here and shake this vine off. Push these two bookcases. And we're into the box room. This room is all about good lines. So push this 2 in a little bit. Go up here and push it twice this way. And 23 times down. 4, 5, 6. Move over to push the third one. Turn around, get the second one, and then go back to the first one. It may not look like it, but this is one of the rooms in the game where it's easy to lose time. It's like if your lines just aren't on point with this room, you're gonna end up losing a couple seconds. So I'm gonna go up here and be introduced to the next. I guess they intended for him to be a boss, but all you do is open this door and just leave. Just ignore him. So after we drain the water here, we're gonna hit this button to unlock the door right next door. Run over here, grab the key to room 003, and now we're going to head to our first actual boss fight, Plant 42. Plant 42 is well known to just end runs and be a huge memer. Because you can potentially miss swipes on it. It can not hit you at all, or it can slap you a little bit, or it can slap you clean across the room. It's all random. So we've got to hope for good luck here. We're going to run to a specific spot. And I'm actually a little further away from that spot, so this might be bad. Actually, that went perfect. Didn't miss a single swipe, didn't get hit once. You want to be a little bit further in to where the camera changes to where you see behind Jill while you're swinging. But that spot worked just as well.
What the hell is this?
And at this point, Barry will come in with a flamethrower and save our life. Where he got the flamethrower? No idea. He also doesn't have it anymore after this, so I'm assuming he just used the entire thing on the plant. Excuse me again, I apologize. And right after this cutscene, we're gonna go to the fireplace and pick up a key.
You saved me.
Yeah,
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... What the hell is this place anyway?
And now we're gonna go over here and run into Wesker.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a
And I
sudden.
swear her accent
I'm
changes
sorry,
like 3
but
times
I
in this
had my
conversation
reasons.
alone.
Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
So now we have to head back to the mansion. Now this is just going to be us literally just running back to the mansion. We don't really have any special dodges or anything at this point. If we mess up lines, then maybe we can get hit by something. But on average, it's a pretty leisurely stroll back. But now we're going to get introduced to a new enemy, the Hunter. And we're just going to completely ignore it. Whoops. Alright, so now we're going to go approach our next boss fight, which is Yawn 2. Whoops, alright. Didn't get swiped there. There's a specific setup you can do to guarantee a quick fight. I do need to concentrate at this point, so I'll explain it during the cutscene. But I'm gonna start off with 2 swipes at nothing and move forward, and then do the fight. Oh, all right. So there, I do the 2 swipes to kind of just time it out.
Jill,
Walk forward.
have you found anything
Intentionally take the first bite.
Yes, but I
2
can't
swipes.
see very
After the
well.
first 2 swipes,
How about
immediately
going
start
down to
turning,
check
aim
by
down,
yourself? I
hit
have a rope
hit
here.
Yon's body.
Oh, do you?
Continue
Well,
to
then I'll try
turn.
to go down using
Do
the
a full
rope.
swipe
Wait.
in the in front of you. Then turn left. Do another full swipe. Aim back down. Hit it again. Turning right. Last full swipe kills him without you taking any additional damage.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill.
When I do this
Wait.
run, I do
I'll
like
go and get
need
another
full
rope.
concentration at that point.
Barry? Barry?
So we're not going to wait around for Barry. We're going to continue on. We're going to try to run around this zombie and succeed. We have another zombie coming up that we have to pause cancel on. And that went smooth. Grab the battery and be on our way out. This zombie on the way out can be difficult to get around. It's highly likely that I'm going to get a bite on the ground just now. So let's see what happens. Yep. He can be a jerk to get around on the way out. And we have another dodge right here. We call this zombie Gordon Ramsay. But if you just run around him like so, you can get out clean. Just gonna ignore that hunter. Now we need to make our way back outside. We got a little bit of RNG coming up. These dogs are going to be in different places every time you come here. They can be directly in your way, and they can sometimes even hit you. Good RNG there. If I hugged that wall, that would have been bad RNG. Now, these dogs here can sometimes early aggro, like they're doing right now. If they do, this is bad, because it's hard to determine where they're going to be when you run over. So I'm going to close this to fill this back up with water. Excuse me. And now, because we filled that back up with water, there's no waterfall here. Allows us to go underground, where we're going to meet the leader of the Bravo team, Enrico.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh no, I'm alone. But why are you asking?
Listen, the stars are going to be finished soon. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
Oh, tell me more. What? What's that? You're dead? I'm sorry. Yeah, he was about to reveal who the big baddie was, but
Killed him, I wonder.
something killed him. So we're going to leave, but on the way out, we're going to pick up this crank. Now, all of a sudden, there are hunters around. This guy can sometimes clip you. Okay. Got around him okay? Now, in the next room, we're going to do our best Indiana Jones impression. We have a boulder that we need to walk up to and run away from. It'll try to run us over, but hopefully it won't happen. Then right after that, we have another boss encounter with Black Tiger. That one we need to be knifing the webs of a door to get out, all while dodging Black Tiger's attacks and making her hit the webs to help us get out. This can be a difficult thing to do, and she can poison you. That went really well. That, however, didn't go well because I missed the trigger. That trigger, you can sometimes hit it right at the camera transition. I was a little greedy and tried to hit it there and missed it. Now you want to turn this 3 times in order to go into the next room. I'm going to push this 4 times, then a little bit more. So there. Now, right after this, we're going to open up this first Doom book. And then, as the item's coming in, we're going to spam the menu button to close the menu. That's going to get it ready for use in a few rooms. Here we're going to do the same thing with the second book that we did with the first. And then we're going to go right back in and use it. It's actually faster than waiting for the fade out animation. Whoops. I have a couple trigger memes, but still doing just fine. And now we're in the lab. Just gonna ignore these zombies and healing for now. And we're gonna go straight into this next room and use a computer. Now if you hold action during this part right here, you skip the boot up of it. We have to put in password John, username John, password Ada. It's going to ask us door lock operation. We want to unlock basement room 2. And it's got us from the password, and the password for this is mole. I actually don't know if I hit E or F there. Alright, I hit E. I hesitated for a moment because I'm like, wait, did I just hit F? You don't need to unlock the other door in any percent. Right behind the zombie's back. Now we have a rather difficult dodge coming up. There's going to be 2 of these naked zombies right around a corner, and we need to squeeze by them. Like that. Go over to this computer, hit yes on it. Run right by these 2 chimeras. They shouldn't give you any problems. Hit this button to turn on power to an elevator that we need to use. And now we have one of the longest cutscenes in the game.
I was looking for you.
Barry.
Jill, don't be angry. I wanted you to wait for me.
Barry.
Unfortunately, the
don't
cutscenes in this
say
game are
what you did when you
unskippable.
dropped that rope.
Well, unless you glitch the game out, but that's a whole nother category. Now, after all these cutscenes, when we start the fight with Tyrant, We are going to try to get Tyrant stuck on a tiny, tiny hitbox.
You did a fine job, Barry.
Wesker is going to drop a key onto the ground.
I think you should stay away
It's
from
possible
Barry,
for
Joe.
Tyrant to get
I
stuck
hear
on
that
that
his
key.
wife and 2 daughters
If
will
we
be
stand in a
danger
very
if he doesn't
specific
do everything
location,
I tell him to.
We can hit him with the knife as
So
many times as we
cruel.
need to without him
Well, you
moving
don't have to
away
worry
or
about
attacking
anything,
us.
Because you'll be
But
free
he can
from
also
this
slip
world
right
very
off of it.
soon.
We have to
Why do you
reset him back up.
destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred.
Like this is
Anyway,
probably
this
one of the
disaster
roughest
cannot
parts of the
be
run.
made
If you
public.
can't manage to get him stuck, then
That's why
he's
having
just gonna be
stars
chasing
nosing
you around.
is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention.
It's
mean
actually
nothing.
even
I'm going
rougher
to burn
in
all of them
100%
together
knife
with this
only
entire
because there's no
laboratory.
hitbox for Tyrant
I
to get
must
stuck
complete
on.
my
So
mission
you have to
as
actually
ordered
like
by Umbrella.
knife him, pause,
Barry,
cancel.
Go up on the ground
Goddamn,
and wait
excuse me.
there.
I apologize for all the burping.
Barry,
In 100%, you have to hit him with the knife, pause, like
Barry's
pause,
such a
cancel,
fool.
move a
He'll be
little
under the
bit, and then hit him with the
control
knife,
of
pause,
Umbrella
cancel, and then move a little bit. And you have
how
to do
come
that
both Umbrella
23
and you
times,
intimidate him
all without
by
him
taking
hitting
his
you.
family as hostages.
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon,
Yes,
what
this
would you
cutscene
do?
does take
What if you were
forever.
in charge?
You must stop
This is usually
now.
the bathroom break for a
You're a
Resident
brave
Evil runner.
girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal
So
all
this
the
this would be a
research?
perfect time to like
Better
talk about
yet,
the charity,
I'm going to show
for
you the
donations, talk about the other runners, answer questions about the run that I possibly couldn't get to before.
Tyrant virus is a super virus, which creates a monster which is much stronger.
When Tyrant does become active, I'm gonna run next to that
Tyrant
computer and put my
is
knife
the
on,
most
and then I'm gonna
powerful
wait to see what
biological
direction he
weapon in
goes.
the world.
I'm obviously gonna run in the opposite direction of him, and I want to get next to that grate next to her, next to Jill. That is like the sweet spot
Really,
for getting Tyrant stuck.
all this power.
You want to be right on the side of that grate.
For the sake of an awful creature?
Don't be upset. All weak people exist to be evil.
And I do, like, when I do this fight, I do need, like, perfect concentration to count how many times I'm hitting him.
What? Don't come this way! No!
That key right there is what he's gonna get stuck on. And that's the hope, anyway.
It can't control what it does.
Okay, which way you going, bro? There we go. It is possible for him to break out of that at any moment. And now all we have to do is leave the lab. It's the last thing we gotta do. Just go right around him. Dodge these two will puke all the time. that zombie right at the very end has killed so many
Joe.
runs. We actually call him Rob Zombie
you.
because of that.
Barry?
There's a few pixels in that little
I'm
hallway right
really
there, right next to
embarrassed
Rob Zombie,
to
that
see
you
you
can
now.
get stuck on and that allow him to bite you.
Just leave me. Go quickly.
But unfortunately, we run
It's
into
over,
Barry, who seems
Barry. Wesker's
a
dead.
little worse off right now than he was.
Is that so? Jill, will you do me a favor? This is my last wish.
This is a bit of a sad moment in the run. We watch
Please,
Barry
this
dying,
photo
giving
to
you a
my
photo.
Family. Will you
Sure.
forgive me, Jill?
So now all that's left in the run is to go up this nearby elevator, contact Brad, and we're done. Grab this flare, use it, and that's the end of the run. Time for the run will be right at the end of the fade out of this cutscene. But yeah, that's Jill 80% knife only. There's a little bit of little terrifying moments with like Plant 42, Tyrant King, having the ability to get unstuck at any moment can be rough, but it's up. The rest of the run is about as consistent as the regular 80%. Alright, time's coming up, and time. Let me skip these last few cutscenes in the credits. Skip flexing Tyrant over here to get to the end time. And on top of this being a submission run, this is also a PB run. Managed to save 6 seconds over my last PB. But anyway, thank you very much for checking out my submission, and I hope everyone has a good day.